Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A give, running right is Akers. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that
And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a throw here to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from Glenn, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Akers, he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Locke. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Akers. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On play action, Locke. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cooper Kupp,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gonzalez good on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Seahawks, 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Seven, our score after 1.
7-7.
From the 39, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Penny, the first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Wilson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now Wilson. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the
simple,
guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke.
Pass caught. It's Karan Baker.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Block off of play action. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A handoff to Penny. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Rams 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke.
Oh, a nice catch by Kupp.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now this throw caught left side. Escapes the defender. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp with a second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now it's Wilson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 34-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
They go play action now. Wilson.
That's to the former Ram, Gerald Everett.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On 1st down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And, Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Locke now on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap, loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Locke. Open man is Baker. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Clock now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Yeah, let's go second.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On play action, Locke. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Silver. 56 to Mike.
Now Locke. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Check 31, check 31. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On 1st down, Locke. But he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Off the option, here's Akers.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Going right back to Akers.
Fights through him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
To throw it is Locke. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Karan Baker.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Rams have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson.
He'll get this out wide to Penny.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Flushed out right. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Brings up 2nd and 3 on the Seahawks 44-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Block now to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
But when you're up 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
On first down, Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.